So here we go, underway. WA and Queensland, and carefully dabbed into the offside, and a well taken single. Short and tries to cut. There's an appeal for caught behind and given out by umpire Gibbons. A little top edge. And pulls powerfully. A great start from Johnson. That's backward of the mid-wicket fielder, straight out to the boundary for 4. So
other mode.
No. This one outside of stump and just lays back on that. A graceful cut shot here from Vol. 2 slips go down in waiting. This one wide outside of stump. Thumped away by Johnson. Out through the covers. Nice cut shot. Piparo chases, but she won't reach it. So
that's tickled nicely. You know, fine leg. So that'll be 4. That's well down the leg side and taking full toll is Johnson.
Yeah, can't bowl there.
Oh. Short and taking full toll is Georgia Vol. That'll be 1 bounce 4. As it goes into the rope, but just slightly short. Piper Cleary and Georgia Vol. Again, onto the hip with that one, Ainsworth. It's tickled fine by Johnston. She's got enough on it to get it to the boundary. So another 4. Full and nicely struck, straight past cover. And they've got the extra cover in there as well, and didn't make a difference. 4 runs, beautifully hit by Georgia Volt. I'm just trying to tempt Johnston to see if she wants to go down the ground. Cuts in, it's caught. A backward point, nicely taken. Moving forward. And that's a big wicket to break up the partnership. Karis Becker takes the catch. It's a full wide one here and takes full toll. Gets it through the gap at cover. Ainsworth will chase, but it'll be in vain.
And then she found one through cover for 4. And now, again, this will be a chase that might be won by the ball.
It is indeed. So, edged fine and will pick up at least a couple. We'll see if it runs away for 4. The field is running and it's kicked into the boundary as Day attempted the slide and save and has knocked it with a knee into the boundary for 4. That flies off the edge. That's a great area from Peschel. It'll go for 4. That was floated up from Mills, and Vol takes full advantage straight back over the bowler's head for 4. That's beautifully struck by Georgia Vol. Flatter and Hinkley works it around the corner and past the fine leg fielder in Day, and that'll be 4.
Yeah. Floats it up and she goes aerial this time. The goal ball going out towards mid-off and an easy catch. And a critical wicket there. Edgar perhaps just giving that one a little bit more air. Tries to sweep, big appeal for LBW, and umpire Gibbons has given it out. LBW swinging across the line goes Hinkley, just as she had played herself in.
50+ balls face, because if she does that.
This ball upishly towards cover, just clears the hand there of Cleary. Well, you picked it, Jed.
She wasn't the reverse, but
critical partnership this one. Mills floats it right up, full toss. The ball skied out towards mid-wicket. Fielder getting behind it and takes the catch. I think that's Becker out there. And that's another critical wicket for Western Australia. So Becker continues. Harris goes high and long and straight, and that hits the fence on the full. Well, she's only been in for a few balls, but here we go, Jen. We're on a bit of a ride now, I think.
I can imagine Harris going into a shell.
This one floated up and powerfully driven, a magnificent catch. Caught and bowled from Lilly Mills. Well, what a critical wicket there for Western Australia. She smashed that back at the bowler, but sharp reflexes.
For Western Australia. That's a beautiful shot from Prestwich. Finds the gap at cover and no point chasing that. That's going all the way to the boundary for 4. And takes advantage of a little bit of width as Georgia Prestwich. Floated up again, and that's off the toe of the bat almost. Sort of sliced out through that backward point area. It'll go for 4 because the outfield is lightning here at the WACA. Straight, a big appeal, and finger goes straight up. So Grace Parsons is on her way back. Cleary looks to fire that one in at the stumps, and that's nicely clipped away. That'll be 4 runs. As that one's looked to move across in front of the stumps, and it's given. Edgar has a 3rd. As Prestridge looked to move across and flick it down into the leg side, and the 9th wicket goes. Maddy Darke, 126 runs in the tournament so far. That's nicely played off the back foot into the gap by Mayer. That'll be at least a couple. It'll probably be 4. Rolls all the way. Excellent shot from Caitlin Mayer. Floated up, and this one's top edge. That'll be 5 wickets, you would think, for Lilly Mills. It is. The catch is taken, and that's the end of the innings for Queensland. Lilly Mills is swamped by her teammates. Chloe Piparo with the safe hands at mid-wicket, and that is innings over for Queensland. 146 all out in the 35th over.
And she's had some good scores, hasn't she? A 47 and a 51.
Yeah.
The best of them, both, and other starts as well.
So 2 slips and a gully. Attacking field to start with. And cuts powerfully. Piparo past the point fielder, but down to the fielder there at third. He's very square. This ball cut away in the gap nicely by Darke. There's a long chase on here for the fielder, but she won't reach it. So pouncing on that short delivery is Maddy Darke for the first boundary of the innings. Michaela Hinkley. This one full, and she lays back. And this one a lovely square drive from Darke. Almost playing that off the back foot. Piparo hits it straight through that gap. Jenny Wallace all the way along the ground. Well, I suppose Laura Harris had the...
Pulled up lame.
This one full, nicely clipped off her toes by Piparo. And Parthru's Johnson at mid-wicket. A long chase here for the fielder, but she won't get there, so...
Paddle, I reckon. Try and open up cover. Go through it.
This one, she swings lustily over mid-wicket. That's a good choice. Couple of bounces over the rope, so keeping her shape there, Maddy Darke. This one full and beautifully square driven here from Darke. Just lent on that one.
Beautifully driven straight down the ground, back past the stumps by Piparo. You won't be stopping that. 4 runs. Excellent shot, leaning on the front foot, and Chloe Piparo. Too short that time from Hancock, and lifting it over the top is Piparo. And they'll go all the way to the boundary for 4. Well, that one's wide off the toe of the bat. That'll be 4 as well. And it races away. They haven't really missed out on a lot, these two. That's short and won't miss out on that. Piparo just short arm jabs that almost over the top to the mid-wicket boundary for 4. Knew where the gap was in the outfield. Jenny Wallace spoke about knowing.
Another 20. There's opportunities.
That's beautifully played off the back foot by Piparo. That'll run away for 4 as well. Powerful shot, well in front of point.
Team.
Parsons to continue, and Piparo sweeps nicely. Harris tried to anticipate and move across from slip, but couldn't get there in time. It's a lovely shot from Chloe Piparo, who moves into the 40s. Well, she goes after it immediately and whacks it over mid-off for 4. 1 bounce over the rope. Intent signalled. Floated up again. Piparo goes for it and finds the gap at cover. Hasn't got all of it, but it'll go to the boundary for 4 runs. Not perfectly timed, but a big enough gap at cover.
This one floated up and gone over the top, this time straight over the bowler's head. Lovely punch. And through to the boundary for 4 for Darke. We're moving from coal to gas and then to something else. A lovely off drive here from Darke, and that beats the fielder a bit off, straight through to the boundary. This one's short and pulled powerfully around by Darke. It'll be tough for the fielder to get this one, I think, here. Over the rope. So a loose delivery from Johnson. And pounced upon by Darke. Thumps it straight back towards the bowler and just got a hand to it. But it was travelling like a tracer bullet. Very hard to catch. 4 runs. So a beautiful pull shot here from Darke. As Hancock comes in back into the attack, all the way out to the fence.
You send in someone more as a boundary hitter.
Yeah. This one's short, goes for the hook shot, top edge, but it's going to fall safely down to the boundary for 4. Well, that was head-high bouncer, and she still went for it. This ball on a good length and a genuine edge through slips. And it runs down to the boundary, and that'll be the game. So Western Australia victorious in the 25th over of the match. Very, very convincing in the end. For the moment, Queensland were 2 for 88, lost their 3rd wicket. WA completely dominated the game.